Rough day for the stock market today, guys. We had the S&P 500 go down over 1%. Same with the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ went down 1.6% as the Russell went down well over 1% as well, and the VIX went up over 2%. So in this video, we have to quickly break down the markets. You guys know the drill, and we're going to talk about some stocks, charts I'm liking, what I'm looking to do in the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, get your 12 stocks from Webull and your 15 stocks from Moomoo, link down below, and let's just dive into the video. So again, red day all across the board today, and I guess one good thing for the bulls is, guys, I guess really the only good thing for the bulls is the fact that the futures are up a little bit right now. And mind you, I am filming this pretty late. It's about 9 p.m. right now on the East Coast, so the futures market is looking pretty green. Russell futures up 0.4%. Same with the NASDAQ. Dow futures up 0.3%. S&P futures up about 0.4%. So pretty nice pop all across the board in the futures market. We even have the metals are up as well. Silver futures up a 0.25%. Gold's up about 0.1%. So not bad overall for the futures across the board. And you guys know, I mean, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been talking about the head and shoulders on SPY like a madman, right? And as of now, and this has been the case for the past couple of days, the head and shoulders is still intact. You guys can see we failed at about 388, 387. That's where we've been failing, which is the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. You guys see it right here. So, you know, we have to wait and see what direction we pick. I mean, we're in this little $10, $12 window here between 375 and 387. Are we going to break 387, start ripping towards 390 plus, which would be great for the bulls? The head and shoulders would be out the window at that point. Or are we going to dump under 375, which obviously would not be good for the bulls, and the right shoulder in that case would play out, and maybe we start going to the lows. At that point, we might start going to the lows from the middle of October. And if I pull up triple Q, let me show you guys this. This is not looking that good either. I mean, look, this is on the verge of breaking under the lows, and the difference here is between triple Q and SPY. Again, SPY is not breaking or broken under the lows from the past couple of days, past couple of weeks. Triple Q did, though. This happened about a couple days ago, about a week ago, in the end of last year. Triple Q broke 262, got to 260, and now we're pretty much at 261. You know, we're right at 260. So if this point breaks 260, we're going to fill the gap down to 255, which you guys know that was the low from the middle of October. And if 255 were to break, man, oh man, watch out below. Bulls, you got to watch out below. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But you guys know, I mean, I've been talking about this on the channel for, you know, a good amount of time here. So what do you guys think? I mean, not the best sign today, not the best sign for the bulls at all out there. And SPY and triple Q really are hanging on by a thread at this point. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And let's pull up oil. Last I checked, oil went from 80 to 70 a barrel. Where is it at right now? Right now, oil is at 74 a barrel. Look at that. So it looks like it's seen a bit of a relief rally here from the $70 low that it hit. Or was it 70 or was it 72? Am I exaggerating a little bit here? Yeah, a little bit. It was 72. Now it's at 74.50. So it's rebounded a decent amount, but still, you know, well within the downtrend on the 5-day, on the 20-day, obviously. Actually, 20-day, it looks like we are fighting at a higher low here. But on the 4-hour chart, clearly, it's still on a downtrend. So let's see what oil ends up doing, guys. Right here in the mid-70s a barrel, low mid-70s. That's a big spot for the bulls. You know, of course, 70 a barrel. That was the low from the middle of December. So if that were to break, hey, we might be seeing a little bit more downside from that point. So oil, keep your eyes on that, you know, those key levels there. And let's just run through. Honestly, guys, I don't have too many, you know, pre-planned stocks for the video, but let's just run through some movers today. We already talked about Coinbase in my last video. That was the most red stock across the board. Not a good sign at all. We actually got some news today from Bed Bath & Beyond that they might be going bankrupt. I mean, they're actually potentially filing for bankruptcy. Let me see. I think I did write a note about this. Let me see here, guys. Give me a second. But are you surprised? I mean, I'm sure not surprised that they're going bankrupt. I mean, have you guys stepped in a Bed Bath & Beyond store? it is for sure, by far the least efficient store. It's far from being a super efficient store. These stores are just massive. I mean, they're massive. And there's literally nobody in these stores. Granted, this isn't the area that I'm in, so it's just my experience. It might not be, but I mean, come on, look at the stock price. It's got to be like this everywhere. But let me know in the comments. But here where I'm at, guys, I've told this story on the channel before. Me and my fiance, and I brought my dog. I was like, screw it, I'm bringing my dog. And we went to Bed Bath & Beyond. I go in. Literally, it looks like nobody. I mean, literally nobody was there. I mean, I walk through the store. I have my dog. She's walking. We're looking around. We're seeing, all the products all around this massive store that, again, nobody's in. And I didn't see a single associate. I was like, where's anybody? Where's everybody? We walk around the whole store. We start, in the front of the store, walk around the whole store, and literally, as we're, ending the lap on the other side of the store, that's where we see one associate or one employee. And I'm like, oh, so it's not a ghost town in here. Here's one person. So, yeah, I'm not surprised, guys. Again, this is just my experience in my area and just one Bed Bath & Beyond, so keep that in mind. But there was nobody there. I mean, and I've been there multiple times. It's always like that. I mean, it's pretty much dead each time. And, it's a company that the brand might still be there. I mean, it has a good brand, I guess you could argue. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not the best brand, but there's some value there, you could argue. But it's going bankrupt. I mean, or is somebody going to come and buy it? Are they going to restructure this and maybe someone comes in and buys it up? I have no idea how it's going to play out. But, it's unfortunate what happened here. We had the big bubble. It got the $30. A lot of people made a lot of money. I'm sure they diluted a bunch of shares at that point. That's what the management should have done. I mean, if they had any sense, I mean, they probably were doing that. And I'm sure a lot of employees were cashing out on the stock at that point. I mean, let's be honest. And, it went from $30. Now it's at $1 a share. Today it went down 30% on this news. So is Bed Bath & Beyond done? Probably. It's just a sad reality. I think they closed a bunch of stores this year. I think I was reading 150 stores. Did I read that correctly? I have to double check that. But, they're closing a bunch of stores. They're trying to cut expenses. A lot of these stores are failing because a lot of them, like I said, they're way too big. They're not efficient. They're not performing well. Their retail model is garbage. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not some kind of retail expert, but from what I've conducted in terms of research and what I've seen from other retail, businesses, Bed Bath & Beyond is very subpar, at least just in my opinion. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. But are you surprised? You should not be surprised. All these meme stocks that were in the bubbles, all of these pretty much are now back to fair value. Well, maybe not GameStop, maybe not AMC, but now Bed Bath & Beyond, I could tell you, it's pretty much back to fair value. I mean, fair value, it might be zero if they go bankrupt, but it's come down a lot. It's crazy. The stock was $30 at one point, and I think even before that, it was up in the 60s at some point. Yeah, $55, guys. I mean, come on. $55, now it's $1. So, yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond likely going out of business. That's just the reality of the matter. It's business. It's how it works. I mean, the thing is, guys, if you go look at the biggest companies 20 years ago and the biggest companies 20 years before that, it's the big dogs don't remain the big dogs all the time. There's cycles, it's how it goes. Businesses rise to the top. They have their time in the spotlight for, a decade, 2 decades. Some last a long time. But a lot of them, they have their time in the spotlight and then they're gone. And that's just the reality of the matter. I mean, if you looked at the top 20 stocks 20 years ago, they're far different from what they are right now. And I'm sure in 20 years from now, there's going to be a lot of companies today that are still doing well, but the top companies 20 years from now, there's going to be some different ones. Let's just put it that way. That's what we can learn, and, that's what we can really deduct from looking at history and learning from history. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, let's see what other stocks did poorly today. We had NVIDIA down another 3.2%. Yeah, NVIDIA does not look good at all, guys. We have a death cross under the moving averages here. Not a good sign. AMD also went down 3.6% today. This is also clearly continuing the downtrend. We can see lower high after lower high after lower high. Now we're seeing a death cross. Not the best sign at all for AMD. Let's see what else. CRM today went down 2.3%. And now CRM is down, I think, almost 40% from all-time highs. Let me double-check that. Actually, no, well over that, to be honest. From 311 down to 136. Now it's down 55% from all-time highs. So a big down move on CRM, as you guys probably know. What else ended up moving today? Any up movers that we could talk about? CCL, pretty good day for CCL. This looks like it's about to test now the top of the wedge. You guys can see this on the 4-hour chart. I just drew it out. Look at that. We have clear lower highs, higher lows at the same time. My alert's at 950. I'm sticking to it, guys. If 950 breaks, we have a wide open window on this thing, maybe to 1150. Maybe it could go. Maybe it goes even higher than that. Let me see. CrowdStrike ended up getting spanked today. This thing went down another 9%, and now CrowdStrike is down to a fresh low on the 4-hour chart. And let me see here. What is the all-time high on this bad boy? I don't even know. $300. Yeah, $300. Now it's at $95. It is down 70%. Holy crap. I just spit on the mic. 70% from all-time highs. So, you guys know how this has been going. A lot of stocks are getting demolished. That's nothing new. Let me see how Tesla closed. Right around 110, which is kind of where it was before when I made my Tesla video earlier in the day. We can see here, 110, 105, that's a big spot. Bulls need to hold that. If we fail at that point, it's gonna get bloody. Like I said, 100 is a very big psychological level on Tesla. What do you guys think? Is it going to hold? Are we going to break? By the looks of it, we have a descending triangle. It's not looking like bulls are making any runway right now. I think this could end up playing out in terms of us getting under, $100 a share. So what else? I mean, what other movers do we have today that were ugly? Shopify, Adobe. Ooh, Adobe, good. I want this thing. Honestly, I'm sorry if you guys are in Adobe. I want this thing to get destroyed this year. I want Adobe to the 200s. I want it in the mid 200s. This is a company that I freaking love. I use their products every single day for this YouTube channel, guys, because the thumbnail editing, the video editing. I have Premiere. I also use Final Cut Pro. I go between those two. That's mostly, I don't really edit these videos, but when I'm making shorts, when I'm making, TikToks, a lot of those I edit on, the products Adobe has, and I just love the company. I don't think there's sure, there's competitors to Adobe, but it's a premier product, premier company. Love the subscription model, Can't go wrong. I've been paying Adobe. I mean, think about it. Think about how many people are paying Adobe every single month. And you can pick certain products. Let's say you don't want the entire product suite for whatever that is per month. Let's say you only want Photoshop, you can pay for only Photoshop, which I think is like $20 a month. And if you want 2 products, you pay $30 a month or whatever. And again, I couldn't tell you how long I've been paying that $30 a month or whatever it is. I've been paying it for years. And, so many people will continue to pay that as well. And I will continue to pay it as well. I think it's a very sticky business once you're using their products. Once you're, integrated with how they work, you've integrated yourself, with how they work, you're not going to go anywhere else. And that's my experience with Adobe. Please let me know if you disagree in the comments, but that's my thought. And I'd love to I love businesses that are like that, sticky, very strong products, subscription models, great moat. I just need to pay a very cheap price for it and get it with a good margin of safety. At least that's the goal. We shall see, guys. It is now down 50% from all-time highs. Let's see it come down a little bit more. So I'm going to wrap the video up a little bit earlier than usual today because it's a little bit later today, and I figured let's wrap the video up right now. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo using that link down below, and your 12 stocks from Webull. Feel free to check out my Patreon as well, and my second channel, Stas Talks Money. Go subscribe there. I just made a video today on that second channel, Stas Talks Money. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the support. As always, peace out.